Got my man A Ward on light skin television.
My God, thank you.
What's happening? What's happening? You on Queen of the Ring. This is odd.
Yeah, it's different, bro. It's definitely different.
I mean, I saw the flyer. I said, maybe this is a misprint.
Did I look out of place?
Yeah.
I was on the bottom right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
was
kinda-
like, nah, this is one of them fake. You know them fake cards.
Yeah.
Circling around
Yeah.
the internet. I said, nah, this couldn't be
Yeah.
right. And I was like, K Profit. I said, I miss K Profit. I said, A Ward, this is actually going to be a fire match.
Yeah.
I said, but the card is kind of bothering me. Then I'm like, nah. Because A-Ward is sort of a no man. He makes his moves. He makes wild, you know what I mean, unorthodox moves. He's always battling every 2 to 3 weeks, 3 times a month, sometimes. 4 times
That's a
month.
fact, bro.
I said, but this, he just went out of anyone's comfort zone, let alone your own,
Yup.
to take on an opponent. You know what I mean? As formidable as this, you know what I mean, in her backyard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's
On
big
Queen of the
back.
Ring, man.
They approached you with this, and was this an idea you've always had?
You know, me and Debo been talking about just gracing the platform. I want to say for probably like 8 months, something like that. Well, maybe longer than that. We might have talked about it on Champion when I was there. I guess probably before my bill collector battle.
So
You know,
part of the pandemic,
yeah. You know, but I mean, yeah, before pandemic. You know, like yo, we got to get you out. Boom, boom, boom. You know, and then he mentioned it to me about 6 or 7 months ago, and just said, "Hey, Ward, you know, we just want to know." We didn't talk money, opponent, nothing. Are you cool with battling on Queen of the Ring? And I'm like, of course, you know what I mean? Like, this is a prestigious platform in battle rap, you know? And so then he hit me up and said, like, you know, I got an opponent for you. Sent me K Profit. I was not familiar with her at
Really?
first.
I was about to ask you that.
Yeah,
I
was
was just always jumping in front of me. I be having good
Oh,
questions
yeah.
about it.
My bad.
Nah, but yeah,
Yeah,
so you weren't familiar with it.
I was
You
not
heard the
familiar.
name?
I hadn't even heard a name, believe it or not, man. And I haven't watched, and this is probably, you know, a mark on my record. I hadn't watched a lot of female battle rap, and if I
That's
did
honest,
watch
there was
female
a lot
battle
of
rap,
battle rappers, they'll cap and be like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
she's a legend.
like if I
You know?
watch female
Yeah,
battle rap, like
right.
I watch, you know, like Bonnie's YTG, I'll watch Bonnie's battles or
Right.
something like that,
Mhm.
or if a battle like is highly regarded, I'll watch that. But I also like Kay. She did a lot of her battles back 8, 9, 10
Right.
years ago.
In the
You know what I
pioneer
mean?
days.
Yeah. So
Right.
like I had missed out on it. So but what happened was he said, you know, the name, and I looked up her battle, and the first battle that popped up was Zan, which was like maybe 2 years ago.
Right.
And it didn't take me like 8 to 16 bars to be like, yo, she nice.
Right, yeah.
Like I messaged him back and I was like, yo, she's nice, yo. And he was like, really, you think that? Like, I was like, no, she is. I said, let's lock it in, you know. And so, you know, it worked itself out. So
Skipping on the RBE.
yeah,
Max out 2.
Max out too.
You're already on Max out 1 and maybe had possibly the best back and forth.
Yep.
I was going to say the card maybe of the year.
Hey man,
that back and forth might determine who may be champion of the year.
it
When you
is.
look back in early 2022,
Yup.
that might be the factor. Like,
Yup.
which way did the fans have it? Which way did the media have it? Other battle rappers, which way did they have it? This is it, baby. See your S in the house. Yeah. So with that being said, man, that was big.
Thank you.
And you're right
Right back.
on Max out too.
Mhm.
That's just kind of crazy.
Rosenberg Raw. You know, me and him both had great performances on Max Out 1. With me, like, I don't pass up on opportunities to grace big platforms when I get them because I don't have the ability to just get booked on it. Like RBE and King of the Dot, their events are a little bit more few and far between than some other people who get pushed, you know, like on URL. So anytime an opportunity pops up for RBE, King of the Dot, different things like that, I take them very seriously, you know.
That's major league.
Yeah, and so you know, when ARP reached out and said, you know, Rosenberg Raw, he's a formidable opponent. He did very well against Show Off, and I said, yeah, you know, let's do it. I did not know a single other matchup on the card when I agreed
So
to it.
just
Blind, yo, let's do it.
platform.
And then I'm like, oh,
Let's get it
Calico
done.
Hitman, that's crazy. I'm on Daylight King Los. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
kind of exciting.
Yo, and it's me. I'm just like,
you
yo.
sign on the dotted line. You don't know who else is battling. Then one by one, you
Right.
start to hear the card.
Yup.
They figured you got the inside track because you're on the card. but
Yup.
you just,
And normally I do, but for some reason on this card, I did not know any of them joints. And I was like, yo, this is going to be another one of them ones, you know?
ARP is a master.
Yeah, he does a great job, man.
It's
Definitely.
a wild dude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With
Yup.
that being concerned, got maxed out too. Now, just be honest, what do you think about Rosenberg Raw as an opponent? Was he
I think Raw does does certain things well. You know, we had a little back and forth on champion. I think
It was
that
in his backyard.
yeah, I think you know obviously he's probably going to be a little bit more relatable with battle rap, you know, with his material, whatever. But I don't think that he does anything necessarily better than me. You know, I don't think he raps better. I don't think he has better, you know, lyricism. I don't think he's funnier. I don't think he punches or you know. I just think I'm a notch above him in most battle rap categories, unless you get to the part where you're like, yo, I can, yeah, it like, but if you like, oh, I can feel him because he's rapping what I lived about or something like that. If you get to those people, like I understand, I might not be able to hit you like that. You know what I mean?
I think with Raw, it's a lot of consistency. It's
Yeah.
like he prepares for each opponent different, but at the same time, to the person on the outside looking in, it may look like he's doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
But what he's doing is like consistency.
Yeah.
And he really don't get starstruck over other battle rappers because he started as a teenager. He's been around 12 years. He started on Smack.
I couldn't believe how young he was. I didn't realize that. Yeah.
So with that concern, you know, he's a grown behind man now. Like that's where a lot of his opponents take him. You know what I mean? And they sell him short. And then they come out there shaking his hand like, yo, dog.
That's why I'm glad I got him on Max Out too, because a lot of times the event and the platform will motivate you sometimes more than your opponent, and that's not a diss to him.
Right.
But some people could go in and battle Raw and be like, but like I can't go up there. I have to go up there and be the A1 to battle Ill Will.
Right.
I mean, there's thousands of people that are going to be in the building. You know, all people online. Like this is not just for Raw. This is for the whole battle rap culture. Because I got K Profit tomorrow. I got Shotgun Suge on No Remorse in Philly in 2 weeks.
That's right.
And then I got Raw. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. So like,
that's what you do anyway.
That's what I do. You know. But like, I have to continue to prove myself. You know what I mean? And I love it for that because I can't take no battles off.
Right.
You know?
Right. I don't think I've ever asked you about tournaments.
I hate them. I hate them.
I kind of knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I hate them.
Time consuming and you missing battles in between, or is it just?
No, I think I hate tournaments because
I mean, you're a former college athlete, so I know you.
That's a fact.
You're a tournament man.
Exactly.
Like,
you know,
your goal is to get into the tournament.
Yeah.
But when it comes to battle rap, it's a different type of sport.
Yeah, it's totally different. You know, like I mean, we put the ball in the hoop. It's 2 points. You know, like in battle rap. You know, if you like say I battle a bill collector or say I battle a Pat Stay and they're hilarious, and you love jokes. Right. And I'm the craziest, wittiest punchliner that's performing, you know, they might just be way better to you because that's what you like. You know what I mean?
If you think you may have out-rap that person, the crowd is like, nah, he was funny.
Or the crowd, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so I hate tournaments because I have not seen a panel of judges who is able to identify skill sets in battle rap to say.
That's a hard job.
Exactly, it's terrible. You know what I mean?
It's
and
like,
so
if they ask, I've been a judge on some smaller leagues. I've been a judge.
I judged the joint when we was in Atlanta.
I remember I was there.
Yeah, with Clones League or whatever,
Yeah,
and
down
it's not. It's been difficult for me.
It's hard, man. It's like you feel in your heart that you put the information out there the way you saw it. But everyone, if it don't go a certain person's way, it's like, oh man, he's biased, this, that, or he just doesn't know enough. It may be certain judges they don't. They think they do. But what would be your formula to get 3 or 4 solid judges? Would you want other battle rappers or retired battle rappers, or
it would have to be somebody very in tune with the culture, and it would have to be somebody that I knew to be. I mean, we say the word unbiased or whatever, but like people have to recognize that bars come in all sorts and shapes and sizes, and so you have to understand the creativity behind things. Pat Stay says some slick-witted stuff. He puts, he does some incredible things, and he should be highly regarded, in just some of his comedy and in things that he does, just as much as a Chilla Jones scheme that is like put together so eloquently. You know what I mean?
Well, saying that, a guy like Pat Stay, say you were seeing him in the second round earlier of a big tournament, $100,000 tournament, and you didn't foresee yourself meeting someone of that stature so early in the tournament. Wouldn't you rather have a judge like Thesaurus or someone like? Now I'm just
but I mean, I would definitely
or Thesaurus type a cat that's not from another league, not never been in this league over a well-respected
blogger,
media figure. Because
Yeah.
a lot of bloggers and media people, we think we know a lot, and we do know a lot. But it depends. Have you ever rapped?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a turntablist, so for another rapper, or for 3 rappers to be on a panel of a turntablist competition,
Yeah.
I would respect it. They're big names like, A. Ward,
Right.
Pat Stay, Shotgun Sugar. Oh, this is, I'm glad to have them up here, but when it come down to it, if they just like, they all offbeat with the way they judge, I'm like, higher than anybody.
Right.
I respect them as rappers. They don't know about
Like,
DJing.
like if you never constructed 16 bars, but you're judging me, I'm constructing 16 bars. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's difficult for me to take that, and say like you really know what you're talking about. So I say all that to say this is like tournaments. I understand they're dope. Somebody has to win or whatever. But we live in a battle rap world. Their popularity and that a loss, somebody can say a loss hurts your brand, it hurts your stock, it hurts your money, it hurts your opportunities. And so I'm not going to willingly just go give people the ability to judge my battles that I don't trust just because. So you're going to have to compensate me heavily, or you're going to have to put me in front of battlers that I really want to battle.
If there's 16 to 32 MCs in a tournament, almost you guys should be able to form a council to decide, at least when they come down with the final 4 to 8 judges, if they're keeping 3, like, can we form a council to decide who we think is valid? Because it's rough when you just join the tournament, you sign on the dotted line. I don't know if you guys get paid for every round that you're in or whatever. None of my business, but you show up and it's like, oh, that's my boy so-and-so. He's the judge. Like, who's so-and-so? Oh, he's out of
It's the worst, bro.
It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like,
I remember my older brother, Cannon, he used to do freestyle battles back in Tennessee, like on beat and stuff like that. And I remember seeing him lose one time to in a championship for some money or whatever. And literally the judge was like, I'm going to go with my cousin. You know what I mean? And I know that's like, that's a magnified version of it, but like, there is that. And that's what I say. Like, if you compensate me what I want, I don't mind, because at the end of the day, I got paid what I wanted to battle. I battled somebody I wanted to battle. Win, lose, or draw. But if you're compensating me less than what I want, if I'm battling somebody I don't want to battle, I'm not going to let you judge my battle. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
All right, so you're great at freestyling, you're great at rebuttals. So, K-Prop, I want you to get in this next. You're great at freestyling. You're great at rebuttals. On the spot, you got to give me a formula on picking 4 judges for a major tournament. Give me a formula. It can't just be bloggers. It can't just be rappers. You know what I mean? What is the formula? If you just had to pick.
The formula is somebody that's been in tune with the culture at least 5 years. Okay. I would say at least 5 years. Dating back to like 2016. I would say somebody who has a reputation for analyzing battles. You know what I mean? Like, so Tony Bro, right? Tony Bro might not have ever constructed a 16, but I believe he's a solid judge because I trust his, some of his analysis.
He's been through some trial and error.
Yeah.
And he kind of passed with flying.
Yeah.
And how he judged it is like in a fair way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like he uses a system that I would actually definitely put him as a judge.
Yeah, and so tenure, just the analytics side of it. I would say somebody that's very like neutral. Like, I don't want somebody who is just watches URL battles,
right? Or
just watches King of the Dot. But like a Lush One probably is not bad. Not judging the Ultimate Madness.
Yeah,
and and like exactly like certain people are not judging different things. So, and then I would honestly take this into consideration, like integrity from a brand standpoint. So I always said Mickey Fax would be a good judge, right? Because I don't think Mickey Fax wants to judge a battle incorrectly because he's gonna catch flack from it.
Yeah, and his own community, and his own hip hop community. So if you have people who are in a hip hop community, they have a certain responsibility to uphold. Mm-hmm. So that's a good point.
I would think he would be an excellent judge.
Yeah,
but devil's advocate, y'all tight.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's what if you edging someone and it's close, it's just 3 judges, 2-1.
100%, I agree.
Second judge that's Mickey Facts. They down with each other. That's bullshit. Yeah.
And that's why I also think that you need more than 4 judges, because no matter what, 4 judges can't judge every battle. You know what I mean?
Odd number, but more than 4,
like, you know what? We got about 8 judges. You 4 are the best fit for this battle. You 4 for this battle. You know what I mean?
I've heard this idea too. What about judging after the battle, after a rewatch?
I like that, but I'll tell you this much: I don't think the judges should explain anything. Right? Slam dunk contest, right?
Yeah,
they hold up 9,
like
they hold up 10.
Yeah,
but what happens with the judges is they get to talking, and it was like, yo, you thought he won because of that? Oh no, that's terrible.
Becomes an 8.
I'd much rather you just said, you know what?
Orange is not my favorite color. I don't like
Rum Nitty.
You know what I mean? Orange on the Mets hat.
Exactly, yeah. And for them, like, for instance, and was it UM3? You know what I'm saying? The whole situation where they said that. Who was it? I forgot who lost points because they.
Serious and Rum Nitty, or no? It was another one. I think.
Yeah, and it's like battle rap is a sport where that happens.
He's like when they get into space. When Luke, Minnesota Luke was like,
he deducted points.
It was serious, wasn't it?
It might have been.
It was serious. Yeah, it was serious. I feel like that's like.
Yeah.
Extra.
So like you don't have to say that. You could have just said, I got such and such. Yeah. You could just say I got such and such winning, and leave it at that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or like what you were saying. The battle happens, right? And so, like, at these leagues, King of the Dot has Twitch, URL has Caffeine. They have primetime shows, right? They have these shows that happen on the next Wednesday or whatever. That's when you announce who won. Because you watched it live, right? Everybody goes home. You go home, maybe watch it back a couple times. You also see what the culture has said, because we haven't taken into consideration.
You just gave King of the Dot their formula.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
off point sometimes, especially if you're a new battle rap viewer, you might judge a battle off of whatever, like that person's again. I like your bucket against his hat to the back. Right. So I choose you just off that. Even though his raps was a little bit better, I like the way you look better. You know, and that's something that I struggle with, or not struggle with, but face.
And she was cool as hell.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or
A-Ward was leaving the event.
He
didn't get a chance to take. I was about to say
exactly.
You
know, also that's something.
I'm going with probably even though she got 30.
Exactly. And then or if who I'm battling somebody who has on the phone and shakes their ass.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
They're gonna pick that person.
Exactly.
Respectfully. That's why I come harder every time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it creates a nice environment for like coming hungrier next time.
I just think like with Diz and Frack, right? Like the judges that voted for Diz, right? If they had 2 or 3 days to see what the battle rap culture was tweeting, posting, and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Like if they seen all that, then they would be like, you know what? Let me watch this back. It might, and I'm not saying like it could completely influence it, but that was like a robbery, you know? So you don't want to be a part of somebody robbing somebody.
Robbery.
So we out of here.
Part 2.
Yep.
Yeah, we gotta go to this Faceoff. I'm gonna talk my shit to this nigga.
Going at it. Thanks, Light Skin Television.